The 2014 FIFA World Cup in Brazil just got underway. All 32 teams from 5 confederations have happily flown into Brazil to participate in what is dubbed by some as the greatest show on earth. However, flying to the host nation has not always been that simple. In fact, at the time of the early World Cups, flying in was not really an option. Rather, it involved a 3-week boat journey between South America and Europe, the two centers of strength of football at the time. As the teams were not too keen to undertake the ordeal, the choice of location used to be highly controversial. The decision to hold the first World Cup in Uruguay in 1930 led to only 4 European nations competing. In fact, the players were worried that they would be fired from their main jobs had they been away for months. Holding the next 2 consecutive events in Europe was controversial, as the American countries had been led to understand that the World Cup would rotate between the 2 continents. Argentina and Uruguay thus boycotted the tournament in 1938. So how does it get decided who gets to host a World Cup? Well, the interested countries put forth their bid to FIFA. In the earlier years, FIFA's Congress would then vote under an exhaustive ballot system. The voting is now done by FIFA's Executive Committee. In some cases, countries have withdrawn their bid based on mutual understanding, leading to the election of one without a vote. After the Second World War, to avoid any future boycotts or controversy, FIFA began a pattern of alternation between the Americas and Europe. This system continued until 2002, when the first World Cup was held in Asia. To answer the question in the title, 5 countries jointly hold the distinction of hosting the World Cup most number of times. Mexico, Italy, France, Germany, and now Brazil have hosted the event on 2 occasions each. Mexico City's Estadio Azteca is the only venue to have hosted 2 World Cup finals so far. Germany was amongst the bidders most number of times, 6, excluding the bid by Nazi Germany for the eventually cancelled 1942 World Cup. Brazil also bid for that year's event. Other than that, they bid a total number of 4 times. Countries to have bidden 5 times are Argentina, Mexico, Spain, and the US, including bids all the way up to 2030. The country to have bidden most times without any success is Morocco. They bid for 4 out of 5 World Cups between 1994 and 2010. The countries that have bidden only once and won are Sweden 1958, Qatar 2022, and Russia 2018. France, however, tops that, bidding twice in 1938 and 1998, winning both times. After Japan, South Korea in 2002 and South Africa 2010, the only inhabited continent yet to host a World Cup is Oceania, although Australia did bid for 2022. FIFA announced in 2007 that it will no longer continue its continental rotational policy. Any country may now bid for a World Cup, provided that their continental confederation has not hosted either of the past 2 events. This meant, for the 2018 World Cup, Africa and South America were not allowed. For the 2022 event, South America and Europe were not allowed. Moving forward into the future, for 2026 World Cup, Mexico, the USA, or Canada are the most likely nations to bid. The World Cup in 2030 could actually see the greatest show on earth return to where it all started, exactly 100 years ago.